Buongiorno, amici. Welcome to Lago di Mac, where the shores of beautiful Lake Macquarie come alive with the spirit of Italy. This is the annual Italian festival, and we're here to celebrate three of life's greatest joys: family, food, and fine Italian automobiles. Saturday kicked things off in style with a brand new addition to the festival, the Mostro Scambio swap meet. A treasure hunt for car enthusiasts, this monster scavenger hunt brought together lovers of Italian cars, motorcycles, and even bicycles. And what better way to wrap it up than with a pizza party? Delizioso. What a cavalcade of exciting cars, bikes and scooters arrived for the four-wheel and two-wheel displays, but the efficient officials soon had them allocated into parking places. And now it's Sunday, and the festival is in full swing here at Thomas H. Holton Park in Crowders Bay. There was everything you need for the perfect Italian day out: artisan coffee, antipasto zones, creamy gelato, live music, and fun games for the kids. It's a feast for the senses and the soul.
What's going to be the hot seller today?
Well, pizzas and pizza pockets, which are our focaccias.
Excellent.
We have chips as well, and drinks. Our wood-fire oven and wood-fire pizza.
We're being cash or card?
Card.
We're being card. You have to be back in 10 minutes. So
Alright.
just set it up the airport.
Okay, so what's on offer today and what's...
Today we have the Newcastle famous, the Umbrium Cafe, serving the traditional piadinas. You can choose 3 toppings. You choose a meat or a vegetarian, a cheese, a green to finish off with, and they are absolutely delicious.
Terrific.
Most took a seat at our gorgeous Hamptons marquee, where you can savor the finest Italian flavors under the shade. It's all about food, family, and togetherness.
Oh my goodness, of course you've got freebies already.
This year's festival saw an incredible turnout, an estimated 3,500 people. It wasn't just car enthusiasts. Families from all walks of life came together to enjoy the wonderful facilities and unforgettable atmosphere of the park. For those with a sense of adventure, the Lap of the Lake invites you to embark on a self-guided foodie journey. Armed with our key map, discover local cafes, restaurants, and hidden gems around Lake Macquarie. Make it your own Italian road trip, a culinary experience with breathtaking views. The 2025 Lago di Mac was a record breaker. 31 Ferraris, 6 Lamborghinis, 48 Alfas, Fiats, Lancias, even a De Tomaso. There were 150 motorcycles and scooters featuring such famous names as Ducati, Moto Guzzi, Lambretta, Vespa, and many more. A real feast for the eyes. Now here are a few of the drivers and riders, explaining their wonderful cars and bikes.
Okay, so here we are at the Italian Car Festival, and we have Brad. And what sort of Ferrari have you got here today?
It's a 2008 599.
Okay.
So V12. Beautiful motor. Really revs well. Sounds beautiful.
How long have you had the car, Brad?
Interesting. I bought it at the beginning of COVID. So COVID hit and I picked it up straight away.
Right. Okay. Does it have any sort of history at all?
No, not really anything special in it. It was owned previously by a guy from Queensland. Had done a few track days with it, and he decided he wanted to get rid of it, so gave me an opportunity to pick it up.
And have you run it in any track days yourself?
No, I haven't yet, no.
What sort of things do you do with it?
Mainly just enjoy weekends. So don't use it much during the week, but run around on weekends with it and then just enjoy it.
And do you have any other Italian cars?
No other Italian cars. I've got a Italian motorbike, so I've got a Ducati Diavolo as well. I was thinking about bringing that down, but you can only bring one at a time.
Okay, could I have your name, sir?
Marcelo.
Lovely Ducati you've got here, mate. What model is it and how rare is it?
It's a Ducati Multistrada 2013.
Yeah.
I bought it brand new and I've still got it. It's a perfect buy for me.
And did you buy it here in Australia?
Yes. I bought it in Sydney. I come from Sydney. So we come here every year. This is the third year we come.
Rightio, here we are at the Italian Car Festival today, and we have this gentleman who's the proud owner of a Di Tommaso Pantera. Perhaps you might like to tell us a bit about it. Your name's?
John. It's a GT5S.
Yes.
It's a 1988-89 model. I'm not exactly sure the exact year. They made about 187 of them. And it's an original right-hand drive. It was 21 made, and this one came out of England. And surprisingly, there's quite a few in Australia, even though they're so rare. That's right.
And how did you come by this car?
I ended up purchasing it in Sydney. I always liked Panteras, but they've got Ford engines. I'm a Ford man myself, and what better than Italian styling? It's got a German ZF transaxle and a Ford, Cleveland or Windsor in them. So they're cheap to maintain, easy to make them go faster. They just drive so well. They've got so much torque, and they look beautiful.
My name's Michael.
And Michael, you've got a lovely Moto Guzzi. Have I pronounced it right?
Yeah, that is about right.
And you've got two of them here, I see. So could you explain what the models are that you've got?
Okay, well, I've got here a V1000 Mondella, and it's their latest creation. And next to it is my wife's Monza, which is a 1983 model. So it's 40 years from the difference between the two, and it's a nice little bike as well, and we're taking it out for a ride today, and there.
And what capacities are we talking about? Yours looks suspiciously bigger than your wife's.
Yes, it is slightly. Hers is a 500, and mine is a close to 1100.
Well, that's a pretty decent sort of a bike.
Yeah.
So what sort of trips have you done on it?
Our biggest trip with it so far has been up to Queensland and back, and that it went really well with that. We haven't had tried to do at least a ride a week with. She has another bike, and so we use that one for longer trips for her. The poor little Monza is a bit uncomfortable, but it's still a nice bike.
Now we're at the Italian Car Festival today, and we've got Chris, and he's got a lovely Ferrari here. Tell me, what model is it?
It's a 2001 F360 F1 Spider. Mouthful?
That sure is. How long have you had the car?
13 years. It's actually, believe it or not, 2001. So I bought it in 2008, 2009, and I've had it since then.
That's a very long time. How many Ks have you done in it?
There you go. See, the car's nearly 24 years old. It's got 60,000 Ks on it. Not many per year.
No, right, okay. So what sort of a run have you had out of it? Given you any trouble?
Lots of trouble. Oh, I didn't say that to the Ferrari continent. Absolutely not. Perfect car. Nothing ever goes wrong.
Ah, that's good. I'm pleased to hear it. So what sort of things do you do with it? Do you run it in track days or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm actually the secretary of the Ferrari Club in New South Wales, and we organise a lot of events. We organise up to, 16, 18 events per year. So a couple per month, which is great, which include track days, drive days, attending events such as, Lago de Mac, picnics in the park. We do cocktail parties and dinners, celebrate Enzo's birthday, lots of events.
So I guess you'd have a website that you'd probably like to push then.
Yes, we do. It's Ferrari Club New South Wales. If you just type in Ferrari Club New South Wales, up will come the website.
Yeah, we came up yesterday and then take it tomorrow.
Here we have Robert Booth, the proud owner of a Fiat X19 and also one of the organisers of this day. So tell me, Robert, how long have you had this Fiat?
Jeff, I purchased it in 2006 from a local person, and I've restored it from there.
So is this a 1500?
It's a 1300 Mark 1.
And is that a 4-speed?
It's a 4-speed, all synchro.
And what sort of a run have you had out of it now that you've rebuilt it very comprehensively?
What sort of run? It's surprisingly reliable.
Now the organisation's initials spell CHOW. What does that stand for?
Combined Italian Automobile Organisation.
And how many members do you have?
Approximately 72.
And how long does it take to organise a day like this?
This will start when this is completed today. It'll start tomorrow.
Okay, so here we have John with his Fiat 130 Coupe, which is an extremely rare car in Australia. Tell me, John, how long have you had this car?
43 years. Yes, you heard it, 43 years.
And what's its history? Where did it come from?
I bought it from two Macquarie Street doctors, and they had a small prang in it, and I think that was it. They sold it off, and I'm the guy that bought it off the mechanic.
Okay.
When I was a young kid.
Yes. Now, I think this has got a 3-litre motor, is that right?
3.2 litres, yep.
Yeah. They're an extremely good-looking car in my view, and I guess you'd support that view.
The first time I saw it, I was a student in Randwick, and one of these was reversing out of a driveway. I didn't have a licence, didn't have any money or anything, and I said one day I'll have a 130. 6 or 7 years later I ended up with this.
And what year model is this?
It's a 74.
Okay, and have you taken it on a lot of long trips?
When I was young and more stupid, yes, I'd go, but these days, being older and wiser, I just make it less than 100 Ks.
What an incredible turnout of Italian craftsmanship and passion. Bravo to everyone who made it happen. The day wasn't just about sights and flavours. It was also a celebration of excellence. Trophies were awarded in categories like Lap of the Lake, Shannon's Choice, People's Choice, Best Bike, Best Scooter, Best Car, and the coveted Lago de Mac Perpetual Trophy.
We have some very interesting vehicles, bikes and scooters. Most of the scooters came from Sydney, from the Leichhardt Scooter Club. So it's a huge ride for those guys, and they're back here for the awards. So big round of applause for those guys. Big effort. Max Belmonte and the Ferrari Club. We had 31 Ferraris. Huge event, really, for Newcastle. And as you can see with our vendors, we had the best of the best. We had the Dolce Vita. We had the Crawford's Coffee. The pizza from Amy Pizzas. Central Coast Cannoli, brilliant. Gaia ice cream from Tuscany in Randwick. Bella Italia, which is Newcastle. And of course we had Sapori from Newcastle. Happy Cafe, which is Carl from Madawi, believe it or not. We have Bottega 1900 with the deli stuff. Again, great chef. She does a great job. Cannoli over here from Bellamica. She's in Newcastle. And of course the Umbrian with their Piadinas, famous Australia-wide, that one. And of course George Umbaka, which has gone home now, I think. But he was great. George is a great entertainer. And of course we've got Susan and her friends coming up in a minute. But right now, I invite the Lord Mayor of Lake Macquarie, our new Lord Mayor, I might add, Adam Schulz, to say a few words on behalf of the council who makes this possible. Without their funding, this does not happen.
Thank you, Carla, and it's great to be here for the 4th annual Lago DMAC. The event, I believe, close to 3,500 people have attended over the weekend, which is phenomenal. As Carlo said, I think 11 vendors, more than 300 vehicles as well here on display. Lots of Ferraris, lots of Vespas, motorcycles. I've been sampling the pizza, the gelato, and the cannoli, and it's just fantastic. These events don't happen by themselves. There's a number of sponsors that make it happen. So obviously Lake Macquarie City Council is a really proud partner and supporter. But in terms of the other sponsors, we have Shannon's Car Insurance, Bell Property, D. Lorenzo Toll Merchants, Electra Drive, Steve Coolest Smashed Repairs, and Hunter and Coastal Lifestyle. So, yeah, please, if you have the capacity, please support those businesses because they support this event. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Special guest, Lake Macquarie Mayor Adam Schulz, alongside his family, presented the trophies and expressed his delight with the event, assuring everyone of the council's ongoing support for this beloved festival.
So, Adam, the wonderful day we've had today, what does it mean for the council here?
Yeah, thank you, Jeff, for having us. The Lago DMAC in its 4th year in 2024. It's a fantastic 2-day event. I believe more than 3,500 people got along this year, the biggest ever.
Wow, that's a lot.
Absolutely, but lots of fast cars, Ferraris, Vespas, gelato, pizzas, pasta. Something for everyone, and Lake Macquarie is very supportive of the event and look forward to it continuing for many, many years to come.
Well, I'm sure that's great news. And we've certainly had a large number of vendors here with their specialist Italian wares, and not only just the cars here, we've also had some fantastic motorcycles and scooters. It's just very impressive, isn't it?
It is, it's fantastic, and it's a family-friendly event, free event. I think more than 11 vendors, 300 cars, but this is growing year on year, and that's what Lake Macquarie City Council want to see. People enjoying themselves down here in beautiful crowded space. So thank you for having us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Radio.
As the sun sets on this unforgettable weekend, we're already looking forward to next year. Mark your calendars for the 29th and 30th of November 2025 and join us once again for another spectacular celebration of La Dolce Vita. Grazie mille and arrivederci, amici.